We're just making business deals while we... What up, YouTube?
Wow, my man! Ah! How about this view from the freaking sauna? What's up, son? Probably the best cappuccino.
Look at this!
All right, we got a Waldorf salad with some chips.
Let's do it. We got another 4 hours until our race. And
yeah. When should we blood dope?
I was thinking...
All right, it is 6:05 in the morning. I am at the Denver airport en route to NYC. I have not been to New York City in a very long time. I don't think I've been since COVID, which is kind of crazy. I feel like I used to be there at least once a month in my 30s. But Hyrox Individual Pro, doing that on Saturday, last tune-up race before the World Championships in Chicago, and a bunch of fun events with various brands that I am involved with. A couple events with Kane, a dinner, an after party, a shakeout run with a 10,000 crew. Excited to see everyone that's going to show up for that. Going to Othership, staying with my good buddy Dan Churchill, doing a little shakeout run with the David Protein team. Going to see their headquarters. Think I'm going to get a tour of my buddy Ben Scharf's contrast therapy setup in New York City. I'm sure I'll be connecting with a bunch of other good friends who are in the city that I haven't seen in a while, but really looking forward to this trip. Looking forward to Hyrox. Looking forward to meeting new people and just seeing the whole Hyrox crew in New York. This race is outside on the pier. I've never done a Hyrox event outside, so it should be a really cool experience doing it outside. It's supposed to be raining. I think they have a lot of the stations covered up, but it should be a blast. So NYC bound, baby, the Big Apple. All right, let's see how good I am at following directions. Gotta go to Howard Beach and then the A train to Mr. Dan Churchill's estate. Hopefully I don't get lost in New York City. Okay, so far so good. Haven't gotten lost yet. Definitely easier than the last time I used the subway when I had to get one of the cards, the Metro card. Now you can just tap with your phone, which is nice. All right, about to be reunited with my favorite Aussie, Mr. Dan. Get to check out his house. I call it a house in Manhattan. There's that handsome man.
What up, YouTube?
So good to see you, dude.
You too, bro. Miguel was my closest friend's Eric. He's staying with us.
Closest friend?
Yeah, one of my closest friends.
Hi, Miguel. Very nice to meet you, too.
Thank you.
Welcome in.
Thank you.
Don't trust this guy.
Oh, yes, I know.
Yeah, I run faster than him. I run faster than him.
Welcome to New York City, baby.
Thank you. Are we roommates for the next few days?
Pretty much.
Are we roommates? Come here.
We're all shacking it. Maddie, he's Eric.
Maddie.
You smell Blaze?
Maddie.
You smell Blaze?
You want to play? Yeah. It's like Tom Cruise in Risky Business.
Yeah,
sliding down the hardwood floors.
Oh, he's giving his toys.
Yeah, let's play. Let's play. You want to give me a tour, Maddie? This is dope. Super 73. I might have to get one of those for Austin.
Oh, you fucking love that, Austin.
That's really dope. Man, you got a great space.
Yeah,
It's very open for New York City.
Yeah, so we bought space.
That's cool. He wallpapered his espresso machine.
You know, you gotta keep it on point. But yeah, the idea is to kind of like.
That's where all the magic happens in
Yeah,
here.
this is where all the magic happens. Nowhere else. Maddie.
Oh, you got your plunge out there? That's
Yeah,
cool.
This will all go.
The recovery
So
wing?
You actually have the lounge everything up to here.
Oh, you're renovating it?
Yeah, have to. Like I can't. I'm not looking like this. Yeah.
How many square feet is that?
16.
Yeah, this is big for New York.
Yeah.
Dang.
Dude, I bought it.
And it's just like open, high ceilings.
Yeah. So.
We locked in a time as well. That's like consistent rent for you guys too.
For sure. We're just making business deals while we ride our little moped down the streets of New York City together. Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop and get a pretzel together.
Yeah.
He's showing me all the tourist sites in New York City. Where's Times Square, driver?
Dude, we got 40 different blocks to Times Square.
40 blocks till Times
But do you
Square.
want to see my favorite view of the city?
Yeah.
Turn this around.
Yeah.
What does that look like, honestly? What does that honestly look like to you?
Australia.
No, it looks like a knob going into a vagina. And that looks like a clitoris.
It kind of does.
It's sort of
You
like-
think they designed that purposefully?
Dude, when Barack Obama stood here and said, "This signals hope," I think all mankind just went, absolutely. If the hope is for me to get laid, I agree with it. So
There you go. Dan's opinion on this building. What a dope spot. MPA? MPA. That's where Dan trains. We're gonna hit a little 30-minute high-intensity workout with the machines, maybe a little strength training, but basically just want to spike the heart rate. Sea level, baby.
Sea level.
Let's get those first days. All right, short and sweet. 21 minutes. Spike the heart rate a little bit. We're you go, I go. 20 cal each, up to 120 calories. Skier, biker, rower, and then we just did 30, 20, 10 wall balls, burpees. Good, right? Short, but
That's what you
high heart rate.
spike the heart rate. Especially that last one, you just biggest thing is just don't stop moving.
Yeah.
Like in between transitions, don't stop moving.
100%. That was good.
That was great, man.
That was a great little workout. Got the heart rate up a little bit, 20 minutes, nice and short. Now I'm walking to Othership for the Manly squad link up. My buddy Luke and Adam own the company. Good friends with them. They come to a lot of the founders only, so I like going to their various events whenever I'm in the same city as them, and I think they're putting it on for all of their Hyrox athletes, and I've never been to Othership, but I've seen it from afar and it looks really cool, so I'm excited to experience it. Really cool contrast therapy studio. I prefer to walk whenever I can in New York. I hate taking cabs. I get so sick in them. So this is within walking distance. How do I get in here? I guess right here. Should probably put a shirt on, even though I'm gonna take it right back off. All right, that was a pretty rad experience. Giant sauna, holds probably 30, 40 people. Insane sound system. They have like a sauna master who has a towel, who is putting scents on the giant sauna heater and then circulating the air and steam around. Feels really good. Breath work. Awesome experience. And the really cold plunges. Holy shit. I was actually pretty physically shocked with how cold the cold plunge was. They have a couple big communal cold plunges and then a couple individual cold plunges, but awesome experience, awesome crew. Got to catch up with Christian Harris, who's racing this weekend, Luke and Adam from Manly, drawing a blank, who else was in there? One of the guys from the 10,000 crew that I met in Miami, who did the half marathon with me with a weight vest. Nick Walker's here from Nashville. He's racing this weekend. So awesome crew of people. It's one of my favorite things about these Hyrox events is everyone coming together. Now I am walking 1.2 miles to Little Island to co-lead a 10,000 shakeout run with my buddy Steven and Jack Driscoll and the 10,000 crew. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully we have a good turnout. The weather's pretty nice. So 30-minute walk, warm up into the warm-up run. Then cane dinner at 8 to hang out with the whole cane crew. New York's definitely a vibe. I've always loved this building right here. I think it's Barry Diller's building. Super cool, the frosted glass. All right, 1.1 miles in, average pace, 20 minutes, 46 seconds. Why not track the walk, right? Gonna be there in like 10 minutes. Link up with the 10,000 crew. It's a nice night in New York. All right, this is where the run is. This is called Little Island. Pretty cool. Looks pretty new. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Wonder if they just created this recently, but this is where we're starting the 10,000 run. I'm assuming we're just gonna run down the West Side Highway, either south or north. Hopefully this weather holds for Hyrox. Super pleasant out. All right, 15 minutes early, looking like we're gonna have a good squad. Everybody's starting to assemble right here. Definitely looks like a 10,000 crew. All right, I'm with the Rocksoft crew here, about to go on the shakeout run. Rocksoft is a really cool platform where you're gonna analyze people's races and give them predicted times, where they can improve.
Yeah, we basically run the race. We tell you what happened, why we're capable of next, and how to get there. Working with Ryan has been helpful along the way, but we built it for elite athletes, but generalize it for anybody. And it's been fun. We're out here at 10,000, New York City.
Heck yeah.
Can't wait. So.
We got a great Great squad. Definitely check it out if you're doing Hyrox races. Rocks Opt. Right there in his hat.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm Stevie from 10,000.
I'm Bobby from 10,000.
How many of you guys are competing this weekend? Let's go! Alright, that is a wide majority. That's amazing.
I want to be the only asshole.
Started a good trend.
Where's the t-shirt?
I'm good. How are you? Frank,
Pleasure.
good to see you, brother. All right, with Frank. Frank just did Last Man Standing BPN.
What's going on?
In Texas last weekend. It's back out running again.
We got the legs turning for the first time.
They're working. They appear to be working. He finished 5th, and he handstand walked across the finish line. So what was the strategy? What were you pacing those 4.2 mile laps at?
So the strategy was to float at about that 10:30.
Yep.
And that would get me in for about 15 minutes.
Yep.
My tent was like the last tent in the back.
Yep.
So that also takes away from your rest time. So that's a big thing coming in.
Oh, interesting.
Showing up early so you get a good spot.
Yep.
Because they had a box, and if you weren't in the box, you were out.
Interesting.
So, giving myself the 15 minutes enough time to eat, drink, change out my handhelds,
Yep.
hit the hamstrings with the Theragun a little bit.
Yep.
We were out. Stay consistent with that, and then when we had to take care of stuff, whether it was shower, eat more, change, I would holler at the crew. We would cue that up. We were just an F1 team out there.
It's so cool. So it's what, 27 laps? How many total laps?
So we completed 27. We DNF'd on 28. So wound up hitting 116. Real big day.
So impressive.
Especially coming out from a 30 miler being my most OSR 30. Got a big loop around Manhattan. So
Gonna do it again?
we're gonna be back. For sure.
Yeah.
We gotta go back.
Leadville on your radar?
Leadville's always on the radar.
Awesome. I'll do Leadville with you.
Yeah, man.
It's definitely on my radar.
All right, we're here in NYC. I've gotten custody of Eric Hinman's GoPro Action 5 camera. Good luck to Eric this weekend. He's got a lot on his plate. Based off of that man's training routine, his fearless dedication to his craft, and his sheer willpower, that man can accomplish anything. I'm so inspired by him. I want to be like him, and I love everything that he does. There's the boy. All right, Eric, we're a couple days out.
Yep.
Hyrox, who are we with?
We are with Bobby, Mr. Jack, a couple studs. He's doing a half Ironman.
Is it half
Next
Ironman?
week, 2 weeks.
Yep.
Hyrox this weekend.
He's like, I don't really care for the Hyrox.
I care all about the Hyrox. I don't care about the Ironman stuff.
Hey, I get it, man. The bike's fun. The bike component of an Ironman is one of the funnest things I've ever done.
I like swimming. I'm like the only guy who likes swimming.
I hate cycling. I'm sorry, Eric.
You do? Oh, cycling in a race though?
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah. Your heart rate's
so
low.
Fun.
I'd rather.
It's not when biking, once you get good at it and get
Yeah.
the skill down, kind of like surfing, like it's just pure flow out there.
Yeah.
Signing off. Custody back to Eric.
Daddy Bill.
Daddy Bill.
Steven's got a stock truck. He's got the creatine in there.
Oh yeah, you want to see that?
Backseat supplements.
Canes, whatever you want. It's literally any shoe, any racing shoe you need, trail running, whatever.
Check this dope space out. Trevor's new gym. Where are we? What section? We in Flatiron?
Square, Flatiron,
Flatiron?
Square, yeah.
This is dope. Performance HQ. Little turf area. Hyrox training. Some racks.
It's got the Sisu back there.
Really? He's got a Sisu sauna. My man. Trevor's got good taste.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is sick back here.
There it is, yeah, check it out. See? It's cranking, you can feel it.
Oh, he's got the Eddie. Cool. That's so cool. I mean, that's
There's the big box gym.
so new.
These are like
Fushimi. We gonna eat rice and fish.
how much Hyrox?
Yes. Whoa. Look at it. Wow. This is trippy. Yeah. What's up, dog?
How are you, man?
Good to see you, dude. How are you? This is cool.
Thank you guys for coming. We're
we're super excited about tonight. These moments where you get to sit down, be together, meet somebody new. This is what this whole thing is about. All of the people in this room are the right people.
Oh, there he is! Mr. Matt Choi! What's up, dog? How are you? Ready to run? Good. You get in today?
Yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah. Hanging around.
Nice.
Yeah. You good?
I'm real good, yeah.
You going tomorrow?
I go 6:30 Saturday. Back with Ross. Post Grand Canyon. Are you recovered?
Feeling good.
Yeah, me too. I still have remnants of the hike, but the blisters have since been popped.
We were just talking, Escape from Phantom Ranch.
It's like a wet one here in New York this morning. I am headed to the North Esplanade for a little shakeout run with the David Protein crew. Then I think gonna go check out their HQ. Just waiting for a car. I don't have enough time to run over there, otherwise I'd run over there. Dan made me an amazing espresso this morning. All right, we'll go see the David crew here in 1 second. Day 2. Yep. All right, locked and loaded. Love that the feed, the sponsor, and the timing chip. Gonna go watch some friends here for a little bit. Shakeout run was great. Good crew at David. Look at this. Is this Mr. Michael Chair now? Wow. What's up, dog? Are you racing?
There he is.
How are you? Good to see you. What do we got here?
These are the best protein bars in the world. 28 grams of protein, 150 calories, 0 grams of sugar. 75% of the calories in this bar come from protein.
My man! Ah! All right, here's what it looks like. Hyrox, New York, Pier 76. This is really dope. They got all the stations covered, run around the perimeter, get to look at the water the entire time. Really cool setup. Look at this. Matt, Celeste, genius. Giving out bags for everybody. If you guys aren't familiar with the feed, I call it the Airwan for endurance athletes. Curation of all the good stuff to fuel with in endurance races. All right, I'm gonna go spectate some friends. Michael Chernow's racing right now. My buddy Matt from Austin is racing right now. Check out the action. Hardest working guys in the sport right here. What's up? What's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for last night, man. Othership was awesome.
Spot, bro.
What's up?
What's going on?
How are you, brother? Good to see you. I'm great.
Nice.
I'm great.
Feeling good?
I'm feeling good, yeah. What a dope setup this is.
Fresh after yesterday?
Yeah, I do feel fresh. I'm doing bathhouse today, and then going to a buddy's house who has sauna and cold this afternoon. So basically a marathon of contrast therapy today. Good.
Let me know how bathhouse is.
I will.
I want to know. We might even check it out while we're here.
All right, retail area all back there. Feed crew. Here's the infield. There's the movie maker man. What's up, Mr. Shelley?
How you doing, bud?
How are you, Doug?
Me and Jack are racing 10:20.
Oh, no way!
And then I'm
Hell
going
yeah!
home, so.
Fuck yeah! Have a good race. Have you done this before?
No.
Oh, it's your first time?
Yeah, both ours.
Dope. It's kind of like mountain biking, just in a city. Lots of buildings instead of mountains. It's actually pretty fun. Great way to get around New York City. The famous Power Bowls. Oatmeal, peanut butter, yogurt, fruit. Breakfast of champions.
Sarah, I promise I'll get in there safely.
So now we're doing a little tour of Friends. This is which one? One of these?
This is the top one up there. So
up there, Friends. Cool. Cool. What about like Sarah Jessica Parker, Sex and the City?
Do you want to
Where's her house?
up here?
Yeah.
We're gonna say hi to
We're gonna
her.
go to that one now.
Yeah, she's great. Great. She loves.
See if she's on the stoop.
She loves CrossFit.
Charming ride in the West Village. All right, where are we?
We are at the Elk.
Cool space. Fuel up with caffeine and good vibes. I'll do a cortado. God, these raw bliss balls look good. These places always get me. Like, I just want to try everything.
Everything.
Yeah. I'm going to have to get some bliss balls, too. I love coffee shops like this that have all sorts of cool trinkets. Man, you're like celebrity right here. Just set this up, go into a coffee shop, walk out.
To me, you had two dudes out of no fucking nowhere.
Bathhouse number 2, actually called Bathhouse. You guys review on this one after I get out. Meeting up with Jason Lobig, Nick Walker, Brad Sieber, I think Brad maybe. Yeah, here's hello again. What's up, brother?
How are you?
All right, we get to do reviews on all the bathhouses in New York together, right?
Right, I know.
Yeah.
All in the same area. What's going on, dude, buddy? Good to see you. How are you?
You like that? I learned it from you.
Yes, sir. God, I missed you. What'd you think of that compared to Othership?
That one felt, I would say that one felt a little bit more like a party.
Yeah.
The other ship felt a little bit more zen. I think I prefer that.
Agree.
The other one, the free flow format.
Yeah.
Just so much more space as well.
They're both dope. I would 100% go back to both of them, but Bathhouse was much more like a bathhouse. Just a big open space with lots of cold plunges, everyone hanging out in one communal area, massive hot saunas. I would say it's like the Turkish bathhouse meets the one hotel. Very, very good vibe. Just beautiful lighting, beautiful tubs, beautiful saunas.
Content, man.
Thank you, appreciate it. Highly recommend both of them, but Bathhouse is the one that I would go back to on a regular basis. Super dope spot. Brad, thanks for hooking it up.
Red velvets in the last 3 weeks, or like 2 weeks. That I need
turning red.
I need something different.
Tongue is turning red.
I'm totally a major fan too.
We got a guided tour in the elevator. Greeted us with David. What's up? Good to see you again.
I don't know if we get video in here. No, this
Sounds
is
good.
top secret, but
Don't video.
yeah, turn on. Yeah.
That's
How are you? You know, just living the dream. Rain's really coming down. Huh?
Tanning and toning.
I'm trying to lay as tan as you, bro. Yeah, that's the color I need in my life.
I know. I wish some of it's Denver, but I also was in the Grand Canyon.
On there?
Got a lot of sun. No sunscreen on.
Yeah.
That's no sunscreen right there.
I'm trying to use my Portuguese roots right now.
Nice. Yeah. You'll be tanning with me soon. Nice. That'll be tougher.
Just gonna hop on in.
Thank you. This gym's dope. MPA, Meatpacking Athletics. It stands for. I just learned today. We're gonna hit a little workout. Might do like some power cleans, a little biking. Nothing too crazy. So don't over fatigue the system for tomorrow's race. But you know we're kind of addicts. We have to get our workout fix in. Teaching Nick some power cleans. You got it. Big pull and then drop under. Yep, drop, yep. Yeah, nice. Heck yeah. If you're doing a Hyrox race, don't do this before the race.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice. I think I've logged like 8 miles today on these city bikes. Actually makes commuting around New York City pretty enjoyable. The only hard part is sometimes finding a spot to put it back in these racks, but they're all over the place. And biking through the city is definitely pretty similar to mountain biking. You gotta be very aware all the time, but instead of falling off a cliff or hitting a rock, you just gotta avoid the cars and the people. All right, we're going to somewhere special now. The penthouse. Wait till you guys see this. This afternoon, I am getting brain mapping done. I'm getting my brain mapped, which I don't know everything that's going to tell me, but I'm pretty excited about what it's going to tell me. Let's say you have brain fog all the time. Like, what is causing that? You're having problems sleeping. What is causing that? They're going to look at everything going on inside of my brain and enlighten me as to how I can do things to correct for any problems that I'm having.
The lens in which we're looking at it though is through the lens of brain waves, as all humans have the capability of producing the same brain waves.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be feeling fantastic today or not, and I'm gonna see all those patterns no matter what.
Cool. And how do you change it then if there's a problem? You know, an NFL player had a concussion and, you know, they're depressed all the time. Can you change the electrical currents in their brain?
So that's what the actual neurofeedback is. Yeah, so the brain map basically gives us an idea of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Psychology, psychiatry is the only field of medicine that we don't measure the organ that we're gonna treat. A large miss, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Neurofeedback we do. So we're looking at exactly what's going on, so there is no guesswork with our treatment. And then the actual neurofeedback that we do is what we do to correct those patterns. So this is a full QEEG cap. It has 19 different channels on it. These are all of your brain waves, right? So these are all of the sites on your head, your prefrontal cortex, your temporal, your occipital. These are your ear grounds. And what you're seeing over here are all of your brain waves. The dips that you're seeing are eye blinks. Clench up your jaw like as tight as you can get it. So that's what's going to happen to my data if you're clenching, and then move your eyes from side to side but without moving your head. See all these things that are happening. All right, so essentially now what we do from here, we're going to analyze this data, go through, take out all of the eye blinks, muscle tension, anything that's not true brainwave activity, and then we'll go over it together.
Awesome.
We tend to focus as a culture very heavily neck down, right?
Yeah.
And even, the fittest or the, kind of peak performance people focus neck down, right?
Yeah.
I truly believe that your brain is your best asset.
Sure.
That if you had a fully functioning body, but your brain was offline, you have nothing. Degenerative diseases are on the rise, Alzheimer's, dementia, anything like that. And I believe that in so many ways, those things are preventable. We just don't know exactly how to do that. And it doesn't start when you're 65, it starts when you're 25.
Yeah.
There he
Look at
is.
this setup. Rooftop sauna in New York
What's
City.
going on?
Hi there. Hi, buddy. How are you guys?
Good.
You set this stove out. Let me probably not set it down there because you're gonna get my acai bowl. What a great location too, right in Soho.
Yeah, it's like
Oh my
we got
God.
so lucky. I tell so many people.
Wow. Dang. This is great. This is so much roof space.
I tell so
New
many
York?
people though, you need more than just money to get a nice place in New York.
Yeah, connections.
It's luck, timing,
Luck, yeah.
relationships, like.
Dude, the view, insane. What are you growing? What's the girlfriend growing?
Peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes. What else did she? I think cilantro. I'm not sure. I'm not doing
Sick.
that.
How about this sauna setup down here? What sauna is that?
Finnish sauna.
Got it. Is it Finleo? Do you know the...
Finnish sauna.
Oh,
builders.
Finnish sauna builders. I see it right on there. Dang. And then what plunge is that? Is that Culture? Haven't heard of that one.
You don't know them?
No. Ben's worked with a bunch of brands that I work with. Sisu Sauna did their website, which is beautiful. Masa chips. All right, you guys will see the finished product of this really soon, but Ben's got a little podcast he puts out on Instagram where he finds someone on the street, brings them up to his contrast therapy setup on his rooftop, does a little interview in the cold tub, sauna. So we're about to shoot right now.
Usually I have a camera guy, but I'm playing camera guy today.
Doing it all.
First
Jack of many trades. What a great setup though for New York. I'm gonna freak out when I get in the cold plunge. Screw up this whole podcast. All right, little sauna tour. This is actually my first time in one of these Finnish sauna builders. Harvia heater. I've actually never seen one of these little protective shields around the heater. Check this out.
On the other side, Eric.
Over here? Okay. He wants me over here. I guess my left side's my good side. How about this view from the frickin' sauna? That's pretty dope. Looking out at the World Trade Center. I have no idea what those other buildings are, but they're big and pretty cool looking. Wonder what that one is to the right of the World Trade Center. That's dope. Wonder if that's apartments. Man, heart of Soho. Pretty dope place to have a sauna on a rooftop. All right, we're at 180-ish. Pretty cool setup he's got here. So we'll have mics in here, and then he's got the two iPhones out there looking in through the window. I don't know if he sets this camera up or not for this one, but uses that camera for the cold plunge. Super cool concept. So find someone on the street, says, hey, do you want to come over? Sauna, cold plunge. Person says, yeah. Come up to his rooftop, do like a introduction in the cold plunge, and then like a 10-minute conversation in the sauna. And I think he's posting these on Instagram and YouTube. All right, it's about to get steamy in here. I will, there goes my view of the World Trade Center.
I'll get it back for you.
Thanks. Nice. Yeah, we can see the World Trade Center.
What? Stoked to have you here, man. I'm glad you made it.
Likewise. Yeah, good to be here.
We only had a couple days. You got Hyrox, so we gotta fit it in.
That's right, baby.
All right, you ready for it?
Let's party.
You work with a ton of consumer brands. You invest in a ton of consumer brands. In today's world, what would you tell a consumer brand founder you look for?
Well, for me specifically, I definitely want to work with brands where I can add value. So just like product market fit. Is my audience going to be receptive to whatever the brand is? I definitely want a good relationship with the founder, just similar passion, similar purpose. And I mean, you can definitely limit some risk in especially investing in early stage companies by picking entrepreneurs who've already done it once and they're doing it again. And then the other thing is have they figured out like who their audience is and how to acquire them? So that do they have low customer acquisition costs? Those are the companies that I would be looking to invest in. And then as far as partner, is it just a good fit all around? Is it something I enjoy using, something that weaves in with my life? Generally that's going to be wellness-based products and services. And then again, like I want to add value for the company. So is it something where I think my audience is going to be receptive to whatever it is? And I think the reason I've kind of fallen into this space is I've always been a whore for marketing. I'm the guy that goes to like Air One and just wants to buy everything because it all looks so beautiful. I love branding. I love, companies that focus on brand and community. So, I think I've fallen into this world of creating content for many brands just because like I'm the guy that likes buying all of that stuff. So, of course I like promoting it.
I feel like it's a very saturated space in this world. Like you see wellness brands popping up every day. Like in your eyes, what do you think stands out from the rest right now?
It's definitely saturated, but we're riding this wave right now where people are becoming more and more cognizant of their health, longevity, and health span and lifespan. So, while there's lots of them spinning up because it's relatively easy now with digital marketing to spin up a company. I still think we're in the infancy of mainstream America adopting a lot of these wellness practices. And, ultimately that's when these companies really explode or go public or get acquired, as when they're able to saturate mainstream America and not just kind of the tip of the spear, the people who are like overboard into wellness. But I think the ones that stand out now are going to be the ones that are able to create a brand and virality. So Nick Bear, BPM, great example of this, what they just did with that Last Man Standing event. They created an incredible brand awareness by inviting people to it and having this amazing event. And obviously it turned out to be a spectacular finish. But, that's going to be brand value that is, you can't just be like that added this much dollars to our bottom line by doing that, but they're gaining awareness, they're gaining massive fans, and those people, when BPN has their sales, like they're obviously going to buy from them. And then I think the other component is community, just brands that are really good at making you feel like you're part of something. You're part of the tribe, you're part of the team, you're buying into their messaging. Those are the ones that, they're building a brand, and that's a big difference between just trying to sell a product and building something that people are really buying into and passionate about.
I feel like you weren't always like this, and you talk about it a lot online. Like, what was the lowest point in your life where you decided to make a change?
Yeah, lowest point in my physical life was definitely in my mid to late 20s when I was pretty out of shape. I weighed over 200 pounds, and I didn't have any education around healthy eating. I was having McDonald's for breakfast, Subway for lunch, and as much pasta as I could possibly eat for dinner. And I was working out, but, bro type workouts, 3 days a week, bicep curls, tricep extensions, bench press, push-ups, no cardio. And I hired a personal trainer in my late 20s and got back into aesthetically good-looking shape. And then I signed up to do a 15K, a 9-mile run, and I just fell apart doing that. And I recognized that looking fit and being fit, two very different things. So started running again, bought a bike, started biking, got into triathlon, and I just really got the bug for triathlon. Went from not really knowing how to swim, having no background on a bike other than my BMX bike I used to ride to school as an elementary school kid. And I had a running background, so that came back pretty naturally to me, to towing the line at the Ironman World Championships 4 years later. And it was just from compounding consistencies, like having a plan, executing every single day, and that compound interest added up to being one of the best amateur triathletes in my tenure of doing that.
What would you say is the most impressive physical feat that you've accomplished this far in your career?
Oh, Ironmans for sure. Like Kona, getting to the World Championships, having a good time at the Ironman World Championships, doing 5 Ironmans. That for sure. Although I just did rim to rim to rim in the Grand Canyon, 44 miles. It's about 10,500 feet of elevation gain and descent, and that kicked my ass. All of the ascent and descent, for the most part, they come at once. You go down South Kaibab Trail, you go along the canyon, you go up the North Rim, come back down to the North Rim, kind of a flat section in the canyon, and then you have to go up 5,000 feet in 6 miles at the end, and it just it sucks your soul out of you.
What's the self-talk during something like that?
Keep going. And it's
looking forward to little mini goals, like looking forward to that Snickers bar that you're going to have in 30 minutes, looking forward to that next water stop. You know, you can't think about how much there still is to go. You just have to think about like that next little reward that you're going to get. And I did that in Ironman too. Like when I got to mile 13, 14 on the run, it was a struggle. And all I would think about is like getting a cup of Coca-Cola at that next aid station and how great that chocolate milk was going to taste when I finished, and my friends and family that were going to hug me when I crossed the finish line. So you just got to focus on these like positive rewards instead of how much suck you're in and how much suck you have to go.
I feel like there's a lot of people who follow your content who maybe aren't in the fitness journey, and you're the inspiration for them to like make that leap. But I also feel like in ways it can be a little bit overwhelming, right? Like think about in today's world between like the different diets and the different supplements and the different types of workouts you can attack. Like what would be your advice to someone who's maybe just trying to dip their toes into like picking up a new healthy lifestyle?
Sure. So the reason that I share my journey in these journey posts is because I want to show that like I wasn't this elite athlete. You know, I came from being out of shape and an insurance salesman driving 50,000 miles a year with no education to, you know, being a pretty good endurance athlete and CrossFit athlete. It's like one thing at a time. Don't try and do all of it at once. You know, like for me, it was dialing in exercise first. I hired a personal trainer. I committed that for 6 months, 6:30 a.m., 30-minute workouts a day, 5 days a week. Nothing crazy compared to what I do now. But, you know, that set off this roller coaster of positive compounding things. Like I started eating better, I started sleeping better, I wanted to do 2 workouts a day, I had more energy, I had more mental clarity, I was making better decisions. My friend group changed, I started signing up for races instead of going out on the weekends. I wanted to go for a 6 a.m. bike ride instead of, you know, partying until 3 in the morning. So it's amazing, like one little decision, how many other decisions it can affect positively. And the same is true for negative decisions. You know, if you're going out partying on the weekends, like, you know, all of the effects that has that just compound over time. But yeah, pick one thing, master that, move on to the next, master that, move on to the next, master that. For me, the order was exercise first, and then diet, and then supplementation, and then sleep, and then recovery. And each of these were like 6 to 12 months until I got it on autopilot, and it just became, you know, part of my daily structure. And I think that's ultimately the key, is making it just, it's part of your day. I don't have any motivation or discipline around it. I have discipline around it. I have no motivation around it. It's just like, I know I'm going to work out every day in the morning. I know when I'm going to eat. I know when I'm going to do my recovery routine. I know when I'm going to be around people. I know when I'm going to do my work. It's just all time blocked.
What would you say? Actually, I want to know what your week looks like from a fitness perspective.
Yeah.
What's a weekly schedule for Eric Hinman in the gym?
Yeah, so right now I'm training for the Hyrox World Championships, and it's coming up here in a couple weeks in Chicago. And I'm training for the Leadville mountain bike race. So right now, total volume, it's about 30 miles a week of running. It's about 100 to 150 miles a week of mountain biking. And it's like 3 to 4 days in the gym, strength training, and then doing generally like zone 4 type Hyrox workouts. So, you know, most days I'm doing at least 2 workouts in a day, 15 to 20 hours of volume. And again, this is overkill for like general. About this plunge with you right here. It's the World Trade Center in the background. Rooftop sauna, cold tub. Let's go. Soho. This is dope. So cool, the plane's flying over. All right, I've been riding all day today, so I'm gonna go with an e-bike this go around. See how this baby performs. This is way better than taking cabs. Don't ride on sidewalk. I have been riding on the sidewalk. Whoops. Oh man, I've been doing it all wrong, these e-bikes. Jesus. Only have to pedal like 10 watts and you get 450 watts out of it.
Get that camera out there.
All right, I feel bad for this guy right here. He's got to figure out how to keep up with Jesse.
Jesse Smith, dude.
Wish him luck, guys. Wish him luck. He's gonna need it.
My heart needs it.
Yo, it says dogs must be on a leash. Do you see that sign over there?
What's up, baby?
Oh my God. 104?
104. Solid.
Let's fly him, brother. That's your fastest time, right?
Yeah.
Good work.
It's a good effort.
Good work. Congrats.
Hey. What's up, baby?
How are you?
I feel like.
How do you do, coach?
Thank you so much.
Great man, PB, fucking 65. That's a high 64. High 64. Fucking huge. And I honestly think he could have done a 63 today for sure. Ending some stuff. Yeah, fucking did a great job.
I need to keep lunging with Hinman.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, dinner tonight is here. Little Ruby's Cafe. Milena, Dan recommended it. Looks good. Another city bike ride. I think if I stayed here for another week or so, I'd be a local legend on a lot of these bike paths on the city bikes. Really enjoying them. Matt Choi crushed it tonight. Awesome watching him. Can't wait to go tomorrow. Dan and I race same heat, 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. So we get to race together. First time racing together, which will be awesome. I think Dylan Scott's out there with us. Ryland's out there with us. Jack Driscoll's out there with us. We're gonna have some super fast guys in our heat, but it'll be fun chasing those youngsters. All right, dinner time. I need to refuel. I haven't had enough to eat today. It's getting cold now. How you feeling? Yeah, ready to refuel?
I've been thinking about this since the minute I finished.
What's up, son? What's up, son?
What's up, brother?
How are you? Good to see you.
What's up, brother? How you doing? Good to see you, dude.
Jack and I are riding the subway together. Even though Jack doesn't have to ride the subway, he has to go with me.
See how wide my shoulders are? I have to go like this.
Yeah, he's a beefy boy. Jack's got a marathon coming up.
Yep.
In Montana.
4 weeks out, I've only done 14 miles. It's the farthest one.
That's good, actually. 14 miles. Fine. All right, what do we do?
Do you have Apple Pay?
I have Apple Pay.
All right.
This is great. They take Apple Pay now.
So.
Okay. Made
There
it.
you go.
Yep.
So now we want to go this way.
Downtown, right? Downtown on the 1 to the World Trade Center.
We made it. We're
Made
on the
it.
1, hopefully in the right direction.
Oh, you almost lost me. Wall Street Bowl. It's probably the best cappuccino in New York.
This is just Cafe Churchill. It's not bad.
Cafe Churchill, shirtless men make espressos here.
Yeah, actually, we don't have a shirt policy, which is great. Some cafes have a shirt policy, but we don't.
It's really good. Shirtless customers here too. All right, we got 8+ hours of sleep last night.
That's
That's
incredible.
It's unheard of for New York City.
It's crazy.
It's probably a record for New York City.
So good morning.
All right, race day today. Doing some red light. We're gonna probably do some cuddling. Just see if our fitness can rub off on each other. Definitely gonna do some Normatec boots.
Absolutely.
Doing a breakfast at Milena, Dan's favorite spot, big breakfast.
We could be doing foot massages. That could be a go.
Foot massages could be a go. You give foot massages?
Maverick gives-
Yeah, Maverick says sure. Foot massages? All right, we got a foot massager. You're in. Tag Mav in. All right, we got all day to just chill. Do nothing. We probably did a little too much walking yesterday. Walked, my Oura ring said 28,000 steps. It's not really a good recovery day, but
You walked
28,000 steps I walked. That doesn't count my city biking. I probably biked another 14, 15 miles. Yeah. All right, race day, 6:30 p.m. tonight. We're just gonna chill and read about daily meditations and wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living.
There is an additional amount that is overflow that will still be used
Like and
by
subscribe.
some.
Like and subscribe.
So, if you're someone who's using
What's up, dude?
Another Uber biker Dan's friends with.
It's just part of a community, you know?
Yeah. Got a great biker community here that takes people nuts to butts everywhere.
Exactly. You don't know about living until you've got another grown man's nuts up against your throat.
Australian
Are
thing.
you circumcised, dude?
Yeah.
I can tell.
You?
It's really funny because when you brake, if I really wanted to get penetration, I just brake real hard.
It's true.
Yes.
All right, Daily Provisions, one of Dan and Melena's favorite spots for breakfast. Gonna get a sausage, egg on a bagel, maybe a donut for a little sugar. Cool spot. Yeah. Cool. That's exciting. All right, come to a cafe, get a great breakfast, and get some new socks. Sweet Feet, these are dope. I actually love these. Thanks, my man.
Oh, you brother.
Hey, I'm gonna get these dirty today.
Yeah, literally, go ruin them.
All right, headed to Blue Bottle Coffee, get a little caffeine, and then meet up with Adam Data Driven. Excited to hear about his journey on social media and his business. He does a lot of cool stories in the fitness world around testing protocols, and also offers lots of news around the wellness space about emerging brands. So gonna go link up with him, grab a coffee, and then just keep relaxing before the race tonight.
So in college, studied data science, and then combined with my playing experience.
We only have 4 more hours until race time. I mean, not like we've been waiting around all day to do this, so we just have 4 more hours left, you know?
Should we have another nap, man?
Yeah, let's do another nap. We're going to Sweet Green right now. I'm literally following Dan's diet all day today. So
Should I throw a curveball at him?
yeah, he's gonna try and mess up my race.
I'm just gonna smash like 10 ounces of peanut butter right now and see what it does.
All right, we're getting a rice bowl, chicken, carbs, some protein, but mainly carbs. Lots of carbs from now until 6:30 p.m. when we go off. It's getting nice and cool. We're gonna have some good weather for this. It's a little windy, no sun, overcast, no rain. Perfect race conditions.
Perfect race conditions. How are you feeling, dude? I mean, you're always great.
I feel good.
In contrast to your other Hyrox, how do you feel?
Yeah, my body feels good. Yeah, I always feel a little weird, like not doing anything all day, but I've done this enough times, you know, like late at night Hyrox races where, you know, this isn't abnormal for me to feel just like unproductive, a little lethargic, and then once we get to the race with all of the people around, the energy, knowing that we're about to exert ourselves for 61 minutes and 12 seconds, like, I'll feel good then.
You know what's crazy? We're 6:30 on a Saturday night, so we're like pro athletes.
Yeah, it's when they compete, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
So
true.
If you're in the NFL, maybe Sunday.
We
but
sympathize with you.
Exactly, we get it. NBA players, we get it.
Yeah, I literally feel like an NBA player right now.
Exactly.
Just a lot shorter.
It's just a lot shorter. Really? Nah. You?
Could be a point guard.
5'10"?
I could be a point guard. Yeah, if I could just jump 48 inches. Spud Webb. I'm dating myself by saying Spud Webb. Do you know what Spud Webb is, or are you too young for that?
Spud Webb.
Yeah, he doesn't know who Spud Webb is. If you're 40 or older, you know.
Specific to your race, but today, one of the pre-existing signature plates, which is I think that chicken hot honey plate, comes with quinoa. We're adjusting to white rice, so it's much more quick digesting, much more efficient for what we need. Don't need the additional protein, nor the potential like weight sits in your gut. So we're gonna smash this. Gonna probably watch another movie.
Let's do it.
We've got another 4 hours until our race. And
Yeah. When should we blood dope?
I was thinking.
Did you say we were blood doping for this one? Not this one. Sorry, guys.
That's just serious, man. That was the best. Oh yeah. And now he's hit on it. He's doping or something.
Yeah, get it, get it. Likes that Sweet Green. Yeah. This is how much Athletic Greens likes Dan. He gets his name on the canister. Any of you guys get your name on your canister from Athletic Greens? I sure don't.
All it took was a bit of upfront money. That's.
Yeah, you know, you invest in the company, they give you that.
Yeah.
I get it.
Is mine not bigger than yours?
No, mine's definitely bigger than
Mine's
yours.
fucking-
Mine's way bigger than yours.
What about your balls?
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, shit, yeah.
You talking about my sweet potatoes?
Yeah. In what world did you think you had a bowl?
This place is jamming tonight. All right, going to the feed, pick up a headband.
Oh yeah, you good.
Thank you. Hour until race time, baby.
What you doing, old man?
What's up?
What you doing, old man?
How are you, man? Good to see you. Been great. How about you? All right. These guys go real soon. Jungle James, Mr. Bill.
Hey, try Create Gummies. They will fool you. No, not fool you. Fuel you.
Fuel you. Yeah.
We're taking we like it. Yeah. Right? Look at that. Powered by Create.
How are you?
Brandon.
Eric, very nice to meet you, Brandon.
Nice to meet you.
I'm picking up a headband. Oh yeah, my man.
That's what I say. Look it up.
Did you go?
Absolutely, yeah. Oh.
Did you go?
Oh my god, yeah.
How'd it go?
Oh, we got our ass kicked, but it was
Hard,
great.
right?
Yeah,
But fun?
So hard. But
Hell
so
yeah.
fun, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Matt's feeling good?
He's feeling good.
Yeah? All right, I'll say hi to him. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure to meet you.
Eric, when do you go?
Yeah, I go at 6:30.
6:30.
Yeah, soon. Gonna go get warmed up. Thank you. I'll swing by afterwards. Is he good, dude?
He's actually up here right on. He's watching.
Oh, got it. I'll just go say hi quick. Thank you. How those quads? How those quads feeling?
That was so hard.
It's hard, right?
You haven't gone yet, right?
I haven't. I go at 6:30.
It's so much harder than Miami.
Right?
Yeah, and we got destroyed on wall balls.
Really?
Like,
Shit.
Not getting. I probably did 130.
Yeah.
They just
Quads cramping up?
No, I just couldn't get low enough.
Oh, got it.
I think I should have. Can you take the shoes off?
You can, yeah. Yeah, Dylan Scott's done it before, actually.
I know. I didn't know if they rolled it after that.
Yeah.
I was getting, because I kept rolling forward.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's fun to be done, though, right? It is. Yeah. All right, I'm going to warm up right now. We're just getting everything set up here. Get the race shoes on, get the canes off, get some gum in, get a gel in. Time to rip it in about 50 minutes. We got some good weather. Cooler out today. I don't think I've raced with you since. I don't even know if I've ever raced with you like every day. One time in Gala. You were in the other race? Yeah. We've never raced. This guy right here, he's going to be pulling us all along like a tugboat today. Yeah. I didn't know you were going to be here. I'm here. What? How are you? Great. Who are you racing with?
I'm probably the best.
Oh, yeah, hi, Peter. Very nice to meet you.
Just gonna have some fun,
dude. Tonight?
I think so.
Awesome.
7:40.
Oh, there's such a big group. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, we got it done, baby. Sub 60. Goal was 61. Got 59 and change. Definitely take it. The sleds felt very fast. Running felt really good. I have a lot of pop again. Starting to feel like a runner instead of a linebacker running out there. Super fun. God, this was such high energy. Sun setting over the Hudson. All the city buildings. So many homies here cheering. The energy was just insane. Got to race with Dylan Scott, Rylan, Jack, a bunch of buddies. Dan unfortunately hurt his ankle, but I was with him for the first couple runs, and the sled push, he twisted his ankle on us, so that was a bummer. But man, oh man, that's so fun. Hyrox is dope. Off to Kane now for a little after party at Lifetime Fitness, pool party, some food, recover, sleep, hit some contrast therapy, probably a run tomorrow, then go to see my parents up in Syracuse, New York. This gym is dope.
Yeah, it's sick.
With Milan, Chris, going to the Kane party, get some food. It's what? Yeah, he is. Yeah, John's here, Jesse, Matt Choice here, Ross is here.
Hey.
Let's party. I'm gonna get hammered. There's Big Bobby.
Hey!
What you got there? A little street corn?
I'm hungry, man. I'm just eating whatever they give me, bro. Whatever they give me.
I can't wait to eat. That's dope.
So it's got like a little shear. You'll love it. And there's here, check this out.
New Cacio Pepe gear right here, the summer collection. This is Chris, founder of Cacio Pepe.
So this is the new color iron. This is hemp cotton, organic hemp, organic cotton.
Sick.
So you feel that?
Oh my god,
this
it's
is
so
new
soft.
iron color.
Yeah.
So this is cotton. Same thing you're wearing, but
beautiful.
it's a V.
Yep.
And then this you'll love. This is the Camisa tank top. This is Bronzo.
Yep. Oh, that tank is sick.
And the hemp cotton also.
That's so sick.
So you're gonna love this.
I love that. Dude, I still wear the Good Life tanks all the time. I love them.
Yeah. And the
sick.
waist is looser than the sweatpants. The sweatpants are on the slim side. These
detail on those.
These will be like 135, 145.
Those are sick. I love those.
But again, this is like the new shoes. Oh yeah. And then this is again, it's got that like vintage effect label.
Yep. Look at this. That's right. Vibes. Oh, Normatex. This is great. How are you? I love this. Yeah, I kind of do. I kind of do. Let me get some food first, and then I'll come out here and do it. Thank you. This is dope. All the canes in the water. What a vibe. All right, this is dinner tonight. Empire with Chris. I think I actually was here in my party days. Probably at 5 in the morning. All right, we got a Waldorf salad with some chicken. Thank you. Sure. Thank you so much.
It's not cacio e pepe, but it'll do.
So I had to like, we were getting some returns.
Yep.
So I shot it so you could show people what's on the inside on some of them.
Awesome idea.
And they were doing pink.
Oh, that pink is sick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss these. Best cappuccinos in New York City right here.
Straight up, dude.
Look at this.
150.
You could have written 59 in it.
My bad. You know what? Just fucking be happy you completed the race. Right?
Dan's ankle isn't good.
I need a.
Do you know what it is? Did you get it looked at?
Yeah, to ATFL.
ATFL strained or?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Like, to be honest, like, it was fine. Like, I tested it out, did some simulations after London, and no issue.
Yeah.
Like, we did all the right stuff, just unlucky with the course being slippery.
Yeah, got it.
But then, like, I have a bigger block for my next. Like, I've got Berlin as my next thing on target. I'll probably do a
Berlin?
before that. Yeah, that's a London marathon. That's a
major
marathon. And then I'll probably do. I'll do Toronto individually.
Cool.
And then
When's Toronto?
Toronto's the 5th of October.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm guessing that this one is my spot for next year's Worlds, depending on where Worlds are. But I've heard that you could use New York for either this year or next year.
Oh,
Worlds.
you can?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking A, dude. Yeah, you're good then.
Yeah.
What's the best at 40? Oh, wait, would you be 45 next year?
Mm-hmm.
What's the best at 45?
Oof, I don't know. I doubt sub 60.
Yeah.
There's definitely some guys in 40 to 44 who are probably in that range of 58
But you'd
to
be
60.
like probably top 10 in the world easily for 45?
Oh, yeah, easily.
Wow.
Easily. Yeah, 1 for 45 to 49,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
40 to 44, probably top 5, I'm guessing.
Fuck. Do you get that? All it takes is
age. You just gotta age.
You just gotta be old.
You gotta age
yeah.
into these older age groups, and that's how you become fit.
Dude, this thing's crazy.
Isn't it awesome?
Oh, do you guys know that Eric's sponsored by the feed?
It's pretty non-evident.
I'm giving him shit, but that is amazing, dude.
It's awesome. Feed is like the Erewhon of endurance fuel.
Is it really?
That's what I call it.
Why is it that expensive?
No, no, they just curate it really well. Like you go on the site and you just want to buy everything, kind of like when you walk into Erewhon.
Yeah.
This coffee's amazing.
Good coffee, bro.
Great coffee.
Did you like the little love heart I made you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. I'm gonna go run 8 miles now. I'm an idiot.